What's up, family? How's it going today? Living Vibrations here again. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not sick anymore, so I'm able to, come on here and talk about some stuff with you guys. Obviously the biggest thing going on right now is the election. So that's kind of what I want to talk about, but not really, but kind of. People have so many different opinions and so many different beliefs on a person or their goals or their agendas and stuff like that. You got your people out there that think Trump is this horrible, awful man that hates everyone and wants to send everyone away. People out of that think that Trump is going to save America, that he is going to do all this amazing stuff and he's the best thing that could ever happen to America, which is a belief out there. And then you have other people that well, first of all, they didn't like Hillary. Hillary, they can obviously see through that craziness, those lies and the evilness. They can see down to those evil things that she's done and still does probably. But then they see Trump and they're not going to believe that either. They're not going to fall for that kind of thing, And most of these people are more Christians that try to use God's wisdom to see the truths around us, see the way that he sees and not the way that we would want to see, but the way he would have us see. I can just talk to you for a second about what I believe, and it's okay if you don't feel the same way. Honestly, I'm not gonna call you names or anything like that, but whatever, So my belief is America, the world, is headed in a direction. Let's look at the world as a whole. There are 7 billion people in the world. In 50 years, let's just look, in 50 years, there will be almost 10 billion people on the world. That's projected. That's like scientific projection. That's what they think. I looked this up the other day. And they say with that many people on this planet, if we continue to consume like we do, well, and let's be honest, we're consuming more and more and more and more and more. We're not consuming less and less and less by any means necessary. So if we continue to consume and consume like we do, we will need the total of 3 Earths to feed and clothe and to provide enough just everything for 10 billion people to live on this planet. 3 Earths. So that's crazy to think. In 50 years, this Earth will not be able to support us unless something dramatic happens, like groundbreaking, crazy change, like 180 degrees back in the other direction kind of change. Like this Earth will just not support us in the next 50 years. And then let's look at America, right? People think of Trump as this person that's going to come save America. This saving of America, what it is. We'll look at what the Bible says, what the Word says, what God has, told us, what was prophesied about America. You can find America in the book of Revelation, and we are in Revelation. We are Babylon. We are the nation of Babylon. If you look at us, what we know about ourselves is we are the consumers of the world. This nation, we are the consumers of the entire world, right? And we are in business with everyone. And what the Word says, I believe in Revelation 18, it talks about Babylon. And it talks about how it will fall. It talks about the nations, all the nations of the world weeping for us. Not because they loved us, but because there's no one around to consume all of their goods anymore. All of their precious materials. And they stand afar off and watch the smoke arise from our nation. That's what the Word says about us, is that we're Babylon. And so, okay, if we can think in the next 50 years, if the world will not support us as a human population unless there's some crazy plague and it wipes out half or more than half of us, or people just all of a sudden become conscious of the world and the earth and what it does for us, and we just start to change drastically like that. Like it would have to literally be like all of us like that, otherwise it's not gonna change fast enough. then we're not, this whole entire world isn't going to be able to last much longer than 50 years, just the way it is. And then if you look at America and what it says there, what the word says about it, there's no saving America. America is controlled by these people that only care about money. They only care about things, power, you know, they only care about evil things. That's what's in their heart. Their treasures are stored up in this world. They've been lied to. They believe the lies. You know, they're in the hands of the enemy. And now these people, they are not our enemies. You're thinking about Trump, or you're thinking about this election, like, honestly, like, we shouldn't be putting our trust in a person anyway. You know, what's going to save this country is God. And by save this country, America, I mean the people in it. Not the government, not these higher powers, but us, because we are America. The U.S. is us, you know, and we are America. It's not, the government is not America. They represent us in a terrible way, but they are, you know, they're held above us. You know, God has put them in those positions, and He's put everybody in their positions for a reason, you know. So just don't have fear. If you're one of those people that don't trust Trump, don't have fear. You know, just know that everything is in place for a reason, and everything must, you know, run its course. And there's nothing to fear. You know, there's death. You know, the word says that all a man can do is take my life. Like, but even if he takes my life, I think I said this before, not even a hair on my head could be harmed. And so, and if you're one of those people that are like, oh, Trump is going to save America. Yeah, Trump. That's cool too. Like, that's fine. But just realize where you're putting your heart, where you're putting your trust. You know, and realize too the course of what the things to come are. And that maybe, you know, you shouldn't be praying for, you know, for God to take back our country again or make America great again, but you should be praying for your own self to be a light in the world, to no matter who it is that you're in front of, no matter who it is that you're, you know, walking by or driving by, you're being a correct example to of the Most High God, so that people that see you see Him in you. And little bit by little bit, you can plant these seeds and water these seeds, and His crops will begin to raise up, and harvest time will come, and there will be an increase at harvest because of what things that you've done, things that I've done, things that everybody has done, you know, that is a part of His kingdom. So just remember, when it comes to this election, you know, just don't fear, don't worry. There's no point in all that. You know, just have the joy of the Lord in you at all times, and don't be sad about the way the country's going, because it's necessary. It's like I said in another video, you know, Peter was sad that Jesus had to go die on the cross, you know, but Jesus was like, get behind me, Satan, because you're not concerned with the things of the kingdom. Like, if you're like, don't pray for these things not to happen, because that's what needs to happen in order for the kingdom to come. And so if you're praying these things, Jesus and God, they're going to say, get behind me, Satan, for you're not concerned with the things of the kingdom. So don't pray for those things. Don't pray for the bad things to not come. Pray that you are the warrior that you need to be. Pray that you are the most effective, you know, member of God's kingdom that you can be. So that's all I want to talk about, because, you know, the election but the inauguration day just took place yesterday, and people have so many opinions and mixed relations, and now this is just me trying to understand the world through the eyes of God, trying to use His wisdom that He's given us all to just understand this whole craziness a little bit more. So whatever you believe, just remember, you know, that He is king, and He will always be king, and just remember how it all ends. So I'll be back. Thanks, guys, again. Living Vibrations here. I hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Thanks so much.